Hi everyone, this is my first video and I'm going to talk about my narcissistic mother to start with. Um, I was gaslit my whole life since I was born. Um, when I was about 23 years old and I was married and lived in California and my parents were in Illinois, there was a lot of pressure on me to have them a grandchild, and I never did get pregnant. And I got a phone call from my mother, and she said that she thinks she's pregnant and she's gonna give me this child for me and my husband to raise. I'm like, wow, that's pretty freaky shit, I'm like 21 years old and my mom's gonna have a baby. Wow, what the hell? Anyway, it turns out she was just menopausal and yeah, okay. So then about 9 months later or so, I get a phone call from my father. And he says to me, how would you like to have a sister? And I was like, what? Mom's pregnant? He says, no, an older sister. And I was like, stunned a little bit and thought about it for a little bit. And I said, it's a Julie, isn't it? And he says, her name is Julie. I said, yeah, Dad, that's just what I said. I said, it's Julie. Well, my whole life, I was told that Julie was my third cousin. My dad's second cousin, so his cousin's child. Okay, so I've seen her off and on throughout my life, maybe once a year, something like that. Would run into her at Grandma's house. Anyway, when I was about 5 years old or so, Grandma and Grandpa and aunts and uncles and cousins are all running around the house, and they were all musical, played piano and fiddles and guitars and all this, and they're playing music. All the adults are in the living room playing music, and us kids are running through the house, having a good time. And the music stops, and I'm in the middle of the living room, in the middle of the floor. And I stood up and I said, why does Julie look more like me than her other brothers and sisters? Complete silence in the room. I'm telling you, eyeballs got big and jaws dropped. Okay? But I'm 5 and I'm thinking, what did I say? What, why, I couldn't understand. I didn't understand. And then, several years later, Grandpappy dies and we're all at the funeral, and my sister and I and her siblings, my third cousins, we're like sledding in the backyard. It's snowy outside, and had a great day with all of them. And it was time to leave, and we get in the car, and I'm about 12 now, and I say, Julie sure looks a lot like Dad. I mean, she really does. They got the same gap in their teeth, the same eyes, And my mom turned her head towards me in the back seat, and she says, that's because they're cousins. It's like, well, I know they're cousins, but I mean, it's just unreal how much they look alike, Well, there, that's my story about a lifelong gaslighting deal. I mean, I thought I was an only child my whole my whole childhood. You know, so just to sum everything up, I went through being pissed off at my parents, basically pissed off at the rest of my family for everybody just lying my whole life. And I went through depression. I went through a lot of crap. You know, I don't know. I was confused totally. These people, my parents, have lied to me my whole life, have had a secret, you know, and that's just the beginning of my story. If anybody can relate to any of this, and, you know, please comment. And thank you to all the narcissistic survivors who are making videos and sharing their stories, because it's helped me a lot. Thank you so much. Bye. I might post this, I might not. I might post another one. I don't know. But be happy, everybody. Whatever you got to do, be happy.